Welcome to Baby Then What, the podcast you didn't know you needed for the real, unfiltered side of motherhood.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jessie, and we're just two moms of two in the thick of it.
We're sharing the real and unhinged side of motherhood no one else talks about.
If you've ever said, I had a baby, now what? You're in the right place.
By the way, you're doing amazing, even if no one said it today.
Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to the Baby Then What podcast. It's just me today again. I'm going to try not to swivel my chair around. No Jessie, and this episode is fully powered by you guys. Your questions, everything you sent in. So let's get straight into it. But before anyone panics, don't worry, Jessie will be back in our episode next week. It's already recorded and ready for you guys. And we are really, really excited about the episodes coming up. We know you guys are going to love them because we love making them, and I think they're absolutely incredible. So I asked you guys for your questions and you sent them in. Everything about labor fears, postpartum hair loss, which, like, spoiler, still happens even when you're pregnant with your third kid, potty training, what to wear when you're pregnant, and so much more. So we're going to dive into that. But before we start, I just want to preface, because my husband always reminds me that I am not a doctor. I am not a nurse. I am not a sleep consultant. I am just a mom of two with my third on the way. So take that with a grain of salt and let's do it. So if you're pregnant postpartum or just a mom living life, this episode is definitely for you. Let's do it. Question number 1. What month are you due? A lot of people ask this one, which is totally fair because, like, when I find out someone's pregnant, I'm a nosy bitch too, and I want to know. So I am due early spring 26, which somehow feels like it's a lifetime away, but then at the same time feels like it's happening tomorrow. And I was laughing, and I think I mentioned this in my previous solo episode, that with your third, from like my understanding and like what I see, when people are asking me like, how many weeks are you? I'm like, I don't know. I just know that I have like 3.5 months to go, which is so crazy because, like, in my brain, 3.5 months is tomorrow. My toddlers' rooms are not set up because we're putting them together at baby's rooms. I'm in baby's room right now with a full queen bed and everything for my son. So hopefully we get on that because I feel like the nesting has started just like a little bit. So yeah, hoping that like once like middle of Feb kicks in, we like start getting on the ball. So that's question 1. Question 2 was, this is a good one. Lessons learned from the 1 to 2 kid transition. So the biggest one for me, and I'm sure Jessie's also mentioned it, is lowering your expectations and accepting help faster if you are able to, from your parents, from your in-laws, if you have a babysitter, if you have a nanny, part-time, full-time. And I kind of just stopped proving to myself that I can do it all, which we can do it all. We know women can do it all, but especially from the 1 to 2, like, you need the help. Like, yes, we know we are superwoman, but we need the help. So lower your expectations. I learned I had a lot of patience. Like, sometimes I obviously want them, but I definitely lowered my expectations, and I really learned a lot of patience, 1 to 2. And they honestly say the third one is just like going along for the ride. Like, it is what it is. So I hope that helps. Have you had all of your babies vaginally? Trying for a VBAC on my next. I'm really nervous. Yes, I have. And being nervous is completely normal. I just want to start off by saying that. Talk to your OB, ask all the questions, and trust me, your body knows what it is doing. We spoke about it before my first. I thought a C-section was the easy way out. Don't cancel me. I so know now it is definitely not the easy way out. We actually had a C-section specialist. She was absolutely amazing on the podcast. So if you are new and listening, scroll down. We have an amazing episode. She had, I think, 3 or 4 C-sections, mom brain, I can't even think, but she knows everything. She was amazing. So if you are entering a C-section and need questions and help, check that one out. But yes, I had vaginal deliveries for both. I love labor, even though the second time I fainted once the epidural came in. But I really enjoyed labor, and I went in honestly with no expectations. I let the doctors do their thing. I let baby do their thing. The two boys, it made sure I had music on. That was a big thing. One of my girlfriends had music, and I was like, whatever happens, as long as baby comes out healthy, mom is good and stable and healthy. It's a ride. It's a trip. It's one of the best experiences ever. I'm so excited to do it again. I'm praying that I can do another vaginal birth. I'm hoping everything's going to be well. I'm still early on, so I don't know where baby's position is, but I really, truly enjoy labor and delivery. So I don't know if that helps, because I know that so many people have so many horror stories and I feel for them and everything. And I look at the best. So yeah, with the second one, I went in, I got the epidural, I fainted, and then I woke up and I was like, we got to do it and just go in. My biggest advice is with no expectations and bring the fucking music. That's my tip. Okay. How to deal with postpartum hair loss. Does it ever stop? No, it never fucking stops. I feel like I lost all my hair with the first. I got pregnant with my second when I was like 7 months postpartum. So then my hair became flawless again. And then he was born, and then again, the hair started falling out. And actually, like now thinking about it, like the hair really started falling out after my second kid, like bad. But then like it stopped a little bit, but then I became pregnant, and so far, knock on wood, I honestly think it's the fucking prenatals. And I stopped taking prenatals, and I don't take crazy vitamins not pregnant. I take a vitamin D, a B12 folate, and I think that's it. So I feel like maybe after this pregnancy, I'm not just going to stop the prenatals after I stop breastfeeding. I might continue it longer. Maybe it's going to help my hair. I don't know. Stay tuned. But if you have any tips and tricks about postpartum hair loss, send them in so we can send it to all these women asking about postpartum hair loss or have another baby. After the chaos of baby number 1, how did you find the courage to have number 2? My kids are 18 months apart. So I don't know. I fell in love. I think the first one took a little bit longer for my husband and I. So when Arlo was around 6 months or 7 months, we kind of looked at each other and we're like, we wanted a 2-year age gap. Actually, that was how the start was, but we didn't know how long it was going to take. So we were like, okay, let's start trying. And you know, when you don't think, and it happens on the first try. So Ace was a first try, normal English. Ace was on the first try. Honestly, though, from like listening to like my friends, it's time. You forget how intense the beginning was. Like the same thing with labor. Women forget how labor is, so they have more. Women forget postpartum, so they have more. There's a reason why we have more and more children, because we obviously clearly forget. It's really smart. Evolution, really smart. And then the distance makes it feel less scary. Like all you're thinking about is like this newborn on your chest and the smell of the newborn. My brother just had a baby. She's 6 months old now. So not just had, she's 6 months old, and she still has that like smell. And it's like, it's exhilarating. I understand why women have multiple children. That smell is a drug. It's a drug. I'm currently just over 20 weeks with my first. Do you have any tips for labor? I'm scared. I should have read those back to back. So again, it's totally normal to be scared. Learn what you can in advance if you have anxiety and like need to like prep or whatever. But don't over plan, because you don't know what's going to happen. They can prepare you for a million things, but once you're actually there, that's when you'll know what's going on. Labor is totally unpredictable. Again, my cue of I am not a doctor, but I've done labor twice, so you have no idea what's going on. I'll give you an example. My first one, I had high blood pressure. So Arlo was born actually at 35 weeks. It was a really long labor. They gave me the Foley balloon. It was a really long labor. And then Ace, I actually showed up to the hospital for my induction at 7 centimeters dilated, broke my water, put the epidural, fainted with the epidural, woke up, and then they're like, it's time to start pushing. And I started pushing, and his head was crooked. So that took longer, or else he would have flown out. So labor is completely unpredictable, and you are definitely stronger than you think, even when you don't feel like it. Do some prep if you want, but like honestly, anyone who asks me, my biggest tip, I wish I also like didn't know. I wish like every labor experience was new. Like I didn't experience the other ones, as weird as that sounds, because I kind of just like want to go in and whatever happens. I hope that helps. Okay, my baby's first birthday is in a week. Congratulations. How do I get through it without crying and feeling sad? you 100% will cry. I remember doing like one of those Instagram reels on my personal account for Arlo's first birthday. Granted, I was pregnant, remember, hormones, whack, with Ace. And I couldn't stop bawling. I didn't want to leave his room when I put him to bed. It's a real thing. So it's also you realizing how fast time flies. So let yourself feel it, be in the moment, and congratulations. It's a really big milestone, not just for baby, but definitely for you, mama. Okay. Favorite nursing tops. It's so hard to find anything comfy and practical. I totally fucking agree. I honestly stopped buying these like maternity things because A, a lot of them are fucking ugly, and B, I don't know. So to me, for nursing, definitely things with buttons, things with zippers, stretchy tank tops, anything that you don't mind aggressively pulled down in public. This company, Embrace, I think it's a Canadian brand, just sent me a couple things. They look amazing. So I'm going to do a try on haul and let you guys know how it is. I'm kind of very excited. It's like soft and comfy. So stay tuned for that. Any new products? I love this question because I got so many and I see a lot of influencers and posting this on social media. So any new products or ones you're rebuying, for your baby girl. So I keep saying so also. It's so annoying. So with my first two kids, as crazy as this sounds, I use plastic bottles. I never thought twice about it. It wasn't a thing. I warmed it up. And then as Jesse and I got into the podcast and the mom world and saw these new products, and I was like, oh my God, like I should definitely be using glass. Like we took away all the silicone plates. Like we did a whole episode on that. Now my toddlers are on ceramic plates. They're really fucking cool. That's in my Amazon. They're ceramic plates, but around it, there's silicone sleeves. So when you put it on the table, it's not falling off, but your kid's warm food is not sitting in silicone. So check that out. But back to the question. I am buying glass bottles for feeding. 1000%. I'm actually also going to try, I did the Dr. Brown's smaller nipple and I have massive nipples. So like, I don't know why no one told me that I probably should have gone in the wide neck that looks more like my massive nipples. So I'm going to try that one out and I'll let you guys know how that goes. That I'm going to get new Velcro swaddles from Amazon. They're amazing. You don't need to spend a lot of money on them. I feel like I wore mine out, like the not elastic. I don't even know what it's called. Whatever. Like the thing that sticks together is completely like out after all the washes. So I'm just going to get maybe some pink ones for baby girl. That would be cute. So, but I will definitely do a full reel on the products I'm using and the products I will not be reusing with baby number 3 now that it's been 3 years since my last baby. So stay tuned. There will be 2 reels for that. As well, I'll add in a full hospital bag pack for baby number 3. I know exactly what we need. So that's coming up soon. Ooh, love this one. I'm kind of sad Jesse's not on for this one. How to start potty training. I should have started this whole video with how to start potty training when they're fucking ready. So Arlo definitely wasn't ready. His brains were ready. He's so ahead of the game in that, but he just was not ready to be potty trained. Not when Instagram tells you, not when another mom tells you, not when a specialist tells you. When you believe that your child is ready and showing signs of potty training is when you start. Start slow, keep it low pressure, and expect many accidents. It's a process, not a weekend project. And if you have potty trained in a weekend, kudos to you. And a little bit of fuck you. How old are you guys? Also talk about what helped you stay sane when trying to conceive. Love the pod. Love you too. Whoever sent that in. I am currently 33, turning 34 next week. Aquarius baby. And Jesse is a year older than me. So 34 turning 35, which is wild. How is pregnancy with 2 kids? It's definitely more exhausting. People ask this and I'm like, if you asked me questions about like my first to second, I had everything in my brain, but my youngest is 3. So I honestly don't even remember his pregnancy, but I'm a lot more exhausted and you can't just like lay in bed and do work, which is what I used to do. I'm like running around, drop off, pick up, tantrums, fights, you're kind of just, you don't really have the time to chill. Well, like right now, while I'm recording this episode, I'm chilling on this amazing rocking chair. And you just stress less about a lot of things. Like you also know a lot that's like going to go on. So you're kind of stressed less about that. But then at the same time, I also talked about like a little bit more of the anxiety, not so much about the pregnancy part, but like what's to come, if that makes sense. Like I just know too much. I hope that helps. Okay, another one for clothes. Recommendation for pregnancy leggings. So my biggest take is size up on the regular leggings if you're a legging wearer of what you normally wear. So the two leggings that I loved are the Aritzia leggings and the Aerie leggings, the high waist. So I sized up in both. And like right now I'm wearing the Aritzia ones and I have a lot more space. And I wore both sets of leggings with all three kids. So I would just size up. If you need size 2 sizes up, they're a lot more comfortable, I find, than the maternity leggings. High waist, super stretchy, and ones that don't fall down every 3 steps that you're walking. Okay, I think this is the last question. Advice for first birthday party, having a big one, first time mom, LOL. Firstly, first time mom is not an LOL. So do what makes you happy. I talk about this a lot with my friends. My first one had a big birthday party, like a massive birthday party. All our friends were invited. Our friends who were single were invited. Our friends who didn't have kids were invited. We invited every single person we knew, basically, because I truly, this is just my opinion, that a first birthday party is not for the kid. It's for you as a mom, your husband, your partner, whoever. It's for you guys. It's a really big milestone. So like your baby's going to nap through half of the birthday party, like sleep, like not really care. Like one is so cute. So the party's really for you. I would totally fucking do it. My second one did not have one. I know he just had a small family gathering, but I think with your first kid, it's like celebrate. It's a really big milestone. I'm fully for that. Okay, that was like smooth. Hopefully we enjoyed the Q&As. I wanted to keep this episode short and sweet so you can jump in the car and listen to it. Or if you're walking your dog getting a coffee, or if you're at home doing laundry, all the above. I just wanted to keep it nice, short, and sweet. Yeah, that's basically that. So thank you so much for sending in all your questions. I love doing these because it feels like we're just sitting and talking together. If this episode helped you or made you feel less alone, send it to a friend who needs it. Trust me, I feel like I answered a good amount of questions. And again, Jessie will be back next week. This episode is already recorded. Don't worry. And we're seriously so excited for what's to come. We know you guys are going to love the next few episodes. Continue sending in your questions. Jessie said in the last one, please, we're doing great, but we want you to, if you're on Spotify, subscribe to Spotify. It boosts our ratings up. It keeps us going. Same with YouTube, same with Apple. Just click subscribe, send in your comments. That's all. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Keep me posted. Let me know. And I'll see you guys next week with Jessie. Bye, guys.